What's happening, guys? Anthony back from Metal Miners. Been a while. Been having a little delay, man. Been busy. Been having a lot of things going on. But I have a little time this morning. I want to take some time and show y'all a few things that have been laying around here. One thing that came in that is really what I need to talk about, but some other things that are just superb that I think you'll enjoy. So let me turn this down just a little bit. In the background, already shown this one when it first came out, but I got me a vinyl version of it finally. This is Cathartic, Through the Abysmal Gates of Subconscious. Look at that Dan Seagrave artwork, man. Just absolutely killer stuff. You'll see it there on Raise the Dead Records. Actually came out 2022 on Awakening Records on the CD version. And I actually have a cassette version that is on Metal Coffins. I think it's Metal Coffins on the cassette, but good heavy inner. There's the guys, 4-piece out of Mexico. You know these guys, 9 tracks, 35, almost 36 minutes of music on this one. Just absolutely killer stuff. Not only is the music good, they're good guys, man. Check them out on Instagram. They will always chat with you, carry on. Young guys doing it right, active since 2019. They had that EP in 2020. You'll remember Ceremonial Resurrection that I showed you on tape. And this is their debut full length. And these guys are busy, man. So I hope we'll have something new before long. Absolutely awesome. Pick this one up at Iron Fortress Records. If you're not familiar with Iron Fortress, you need to get that way. There's the old sticker. Pretty cool stuff, huh? But that's what we'll be listening to in the background. Now, what I've been wanting to show y'all, I posted it on my Instagram. Guy contacted me and sent me this. We chat on Instagram quite a bit anyway, or back and tour. Actually, I like his stuff when he shows it with the little heart symbol when you show it. But let me go ahead. What I want to talk to you about is Septic Fumes. Check that out. And you see there, the name of this one is Rehearsal Split Promo 2024. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I posted this the other day and had a little brief write-up about it, but check that out. Rehearsal Promo. There is the track listing on the back there. Absolutely killer stuff, man. 2-piece band out of LA, California. And of course, Josh Rodriguez is in the band. He did this cover art. This is 2024, independently released. Just absolutely the epitome of what underground death metal is supposed to be about. From the packaging to the recording to how he's putting it out. Everything about this is what I love. Underground death metal. It just screams underground death metal is what I'm trying to tell you. 2-piece, like I say, Josh Rodriguez, guitars and vocals, MG on drums. They had a promo, if you remember, when did that thing come out? I've got it on, I thought I had it, and I searched this place upside and down, and I'm sure I had it, but I went ahead and ordered me another one because I seen they were on Iron Fortress. But I got me another one coming. It had 2 tracks, about 5.5 minutes of music, but just absolutely killer stuff. This whole thing is dedicated to Memphis. This thing was recorded on a Tascam 424 MK3 cassette player recorder. I think in a porta potty somewhere in a parking lot in LA. This thing is killer, man. If you like underground death metal, if you like guys who just get together and have a good time, man, this is it, man. I'm sure somebody will scoop them up one day and they'll be on one of these killer labels, and we'll get to see some more full-length stuff and some longer releases from these guys. But until then, you can go on Instagram and hit up Joshy Rotten. You can email these guys at septicfumes@gmail.com. I think Josh told me that Extremely Rotten had about 20 copies of this, and that Head Split had about 10, but that was a couple weeks ago. So killer stuff. Septic Fumes, there you go. Rehearsal Split Promo 2024. Josh, man, I appreciate you sending me this, man. I absolutely love it. This is one of my prized possessions in my tape collection right here, man. Killer stuff. Check it out if you haven't. Hit the boy up on his email. If you ran out and you can't find any, begging to find somebody to produce some more of these, man. You'll love it. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it, man. Absolutely killer. The epitome of what underground death metal is all about. Now, I got a few things. A lot of these I've already had or shown, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on them. But I think you'll enjoy seeing them. Dipygus. I've always said Dipygus, but I've been corrected, and I found it in black and white. It's Dipygus Wet Market. This one came out in 2023 on Frozen Screams imprint on cassette. This is the vinyl version on expansion Abyss. Absolutely killer death metal. No credit could I find in here. Of course, I probably couldn't find it if it jumped out at me on this cover art, but I have all ideas that the guy in the band did this crazy stuff on the cover. California death metal, 5-piece. You get 7 tracks on this one. There's the track listing on the back. 26 minutes of music. Been at it since 2013. They have a self-titled full length out this year also that I need to pick up. While this is their 3rd full length. You remember the first one was Death Ooze, and the second one, 2021, was Bushmeat. Just killer stuff, man. Clarissa's vocals on here are just top notch, second to none. Crazy stuff filled with samples. This thing was recorded by Matt Harvey, mixed by Greg Wilkerson and Dan Randall of Ghoul. So, man, this thing here has all the earmarkings and credentials to be a masterpiece, and I just love it, man. I love it. Picked that one up at Iron Fortress. It came on black vinyl. Not a lot to see there, but check these guys out if you haven't. We got a bunch of their stuff on cassette. Every time I see something with their name on it, even though I may have it in another form, I go ahead and try to grab it if my funds will permit. Like I said, I picked that one up at Iron Fortress. I don't know how he gathers this stuff up, man, but he seems to always have the goods, man, over there at Iron Fortress. You can get a chance to go over there. Speaking of always having the goods, man, my man at Rotted has them too. This thing here has eluded me, and for no reason, man. It's been readily available, but I've ordered the wrong one twice. My mind, man, it's just not what it used to be. So this is Morbific, Ominous Seep of Putridity. This one came out 2021 on Head Split. Then this is a 2023 reissue on Misako Unoho. Chase Slaker, I should say, artwork on the front. Death metal out of Finland. You get 10 tracks on this one, almost 33 minutes of music. 3-piece. These boys have been at it since 2020, and this was their debut full length following that 2020 demo called Testament Horde. There's the young lads right there. If you're not familiar with these guys, and you need to get that way, if you're a fan of Autopsy, you'll be in the right neighborhood. But these boys are from Finland, so if you'll throw in a little bit of Ripakulu and maybe some Funeral, you'll be right there where you need to be. There's the young lads on the back. And this one came on orange vinyl. I'm sorry, Roger, that was what was available, and I was tired of messing around trying to get a copy of this. Ordered the other one twice and gave them away. Man, crazy. Picked that one up at Rotted Life, by the way, guys. Here's some stuff left over from that NWN sale. that was going on while they was having that fundraiser. I grabbed this one, ripped to shreds. This is the Luan album. Absolutely killer artwork. Front and back by Wang Yang. Death metal out of San Jose, California. There's the album title right there, Luan. This is a one-piece. You know Andrew Lee. He has a session drummer on here. Mr. Justin Beer, I think. Bean or Beer. I couldn't read my own writing. And then you have a bunch of guest solo guitar work by Mr. Should say guest soloist. And then you have some synth work by Mr. Tom Warrior. Not the Tom Warrior of Celtic Frost or Celtic Frost, however you want to say it, but the Tom Warrior of Altar of Gore and Blasphematory. Killer stuff. Been at it under the name Ripped to Shreds since 2016. This was their second full length out of 3. The latest being 2022, and that was that Julian release. Mixed by Greg Wilkinson at Earhammer Studios. Typical Andrew Lee stuff. Aggressive, fast, paced death metal. Not fast all the time. On the higher end of mid-pace, leaning towards fast-paced. But good stuff, man. If you're not familiar with it, I would recommend you try it out. Very talented young man. Black vinyl, full center labels. Yeah, like I said, I picked this one up at NWN when they were having that sale, and just haven't gotten around to sharing it with you guys, and thought you might like to see that one. Ripped to Shreds, Ripped to Shreds. And here's one that I've shown. I think Roger actually sent me a cassette version of it. Went ahead and picked it up on vinyl from Iron Fortress the other day. Leprophiliac is no stranger to this channel. And this is Gein or Gein, however you say it, 2023 Rescue from Life Records release here. Nor Prego did the cover art here. Death metal out of Spain, 2-piece. You get 9 tracks on this particular release. There's some old crazy releases from newspaper clippings and stuff on the inside. Here's the 2 guys, Dopey and Sushi. Killer stuff. Like I say, been at it since 2019. Their first release was that 2019 demo. Can't get that to go in there. Casket of Flesh, and followed by 2022 full-length Necrosis, and this is the band's second full-length. Killer stuff. Inspiration taken naturally from a couple movies. Ed Gein from 2000, and then Deranged from 1974, about this young man here who was a killer. Crazy stuff, fantastic stuff, groove laden with heavy riffs, just what you would expect from these guys, plus some sound bites. Like I say, it's a concept album about Ed Gein, murderer, body snatcher, and fashion designer. Little trivia information for you. Like I say, pick this one up at Iron Fortress too. There's the actual photo of the young man himself, with of course a skull on the other side. Leprophiliac. Love that stuff, man. Love me some Leprophiliac. Jack. Before I forget, check out my new shirt, man. Kai death metal, and this is from the Conquering King. Let me show you the back. Y'all can see that. Can you see that? Hawaiian death metal, man. Check out my man Paul and his band Kai, man. Killer stuff, killer stuff. Hopefully we get something on a physical format from him in the near future, man. I've been planting seeds in his head, pushing him to do that, but you know, he's got a million things. He's a dad, he works all the time, all the stuff that life brings, but eventually he's going to do one, man. You watch and see. Check this out. Graceless. Chants from Purgatory, 2022 release on Raw Skull Records. Death Doom out of the Netherlands. Daymorph Art did this killer art. I don't know if I like the front and the back there. I like both of them. This was their third full-length, active since 2016. The first one is 2017, Shadowlands, and then that second one where vultures know your name, the one that has eluded me, because I will not pay the shipping from Germany. I don't say will not, have not yet, but I'm eventually going to have to do it to get me a copy of that. No EPs, no demos. These guys just do the full-length deal. 4-piece, 8 tracks on this bad boy. Almost 45 minutes of music. Features Remco Kreft on vocals and guitars. You'll probably recognize that name maybe from Just Before Dawn or Soul Burn. Absolutely killer stuff. I think I've got this one on cassette and I've been wanting it. I think Intuit may have put out the cassette. Don't quote me on that, but I seen the vinyl version on Iron Fortress the other day and went ahead and snatched that bad daddy up. Thus, here it is, sitting in my little hands. Cool stuff, man. If you're not familiar with the Graceless, you cannot go wrong. I think you will enjoy it. This one came on a cool kind of mergy vinyl here. The other side is completely different looking. But I don't know how he does it, but my man at Iron Fortress seems to gather up stuff that seems not to be common at the other distros. Between him and Rotted Life, and there's so many good distros out now, but this fella here is definitely on it. I'm going to have some other stuff I want to show y'all. Pretty sure, check out that Tenebro sticker there, man. Don't see anything else. I know I am forgetting something, but Septic Fumes, baby. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you, brother. Rehearsal demo or Rehearsal promo split from 2024. You're going to be seeing some stuff from these guys. I assure you, 2-piece out of Los Angeles. I think the music in the background's over. I'm about out of time anyway. My voice is cracking. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to try to get more regular. I'm going to try to get down to 3 releases at one time so I can go more in depth with them. Try to get some stuff in here that's not the everyday run-of-the-mill stuff that everybody and their brother's talking about. But of course you see the new Necrot sitting in. Well, I guess we got another track. See the new Necrot sitting in the background. We're going to talk about that in the near future. Got a couple other things I want to talk to y'all about. I'm going to try to do some live streams. I was invited to do one this week actually, but my work schedule won't allow me to do it. And I've almost got things set the way I want them for the room tour. So I'm working on it, guys. Trying to be a little bit more diverse here in the near future. I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for watching.